Good morning from a cold Manchester airport. Today, finally, getting to try the Sunair service up to Billund on the Dornier 328 jet. So come with me and let's see what it's all about. One of the benefits of flying Sunair on this route is that it's a BA franchise, which means, if like me, you have Silver or Gold Executive Club status, then you can use the BA lounge. However, I often call into the Priority Pass lounge before, as they do a decent sausage sandwich first thing in the morning. It's then over to the BA lounge for a coffee and a wee Jameson's to mark the occasion. Let me know if you also appreciate a morning drink. Whilst waiting for my travelling buddy and fellow aviation enthusiast, Sam Smith, here's the small but perfectly formed Dornier 328 jet that'll take us to Billund today. Boarding today is on time and I get my first up-close view of our aircraft. I'm seated on the left of the aircraft today, which means a seat to myself, as the configuration is 1x2. Seat pitch is rather tight on this aircraft, as you can see, but the seat feels comfortable all the same. As this is a BA franchise, the in-flight magazine and staff uniforms are the same as you'll find on any British Airways mainline service. It's a super sunny morning as we push back, and I'll apologise now for picking possibly one of the worst seats for viewing. There's a small amount of traffic ahead of us as we await departure, but for now I invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy the takeoff. I still wonder from time to time. Breakfast is included in the fare, which is unusual these days. It starts with a glass of orange, apple juice or water. Just one flight attendant works today's flight, and as it's full, she has a busy sector ahead. This is after all just a 1 hour and 10 minute flight. We're getting some great views on today's short flight as we head northeast towards the North Sea, and right over my house, marked here with an X, just to the right of the Humber Bridge. Breakfast service continues and is substantial by today's standards for a short regional economy service. It includes bread, cheese slices, some camembert, a yoghurt and jam, plus a tea or coffee. Very impressive with a second refill. Credit where credit's due, the flight attendant never stopped. As As we begin our descent into Billund, let's talk pricing. This route is expensive if you're paying cash. It can be upwards of £700 return. So if you've got Avios, it's a good use of them. I paid just £42.50 plus 2,200 Avios for this one-way flight. There is a low cloud base today as we approach Billund, but clear enough as we land.
Smoking included e-cigarettes and not allowed before you had reached the designated smoking area. British Airways and Dornier, thank you for now, and wish everybody a pleasant day in Billund.
Hello everybody, so I'm back at home now from the Sunair Dornier jet from Manchester up to Billund, and there's a lot to like about this particular service. Actually, what I liked, the list of things that I liked, far exceeds the things that I didn't like. So what did I like about this particular route and this aircraft? Well, you still get breakfast service on the morning flight, and it was really good quality. The other point that I really liked is it flew over my house. So if you look at this picture, it's you'll see the Humber Bridge in the distance, and I live just to the right of that. Okay, so that was nice. Given that I'm not the world's biggest fan of turboprops, it's always nice to see a regional jet. Now, as I've said in a previous video, or in a future video, depending on how you look at them, I'm not a big fan of the CRJ 900s or the CRJ 200s. I think they're very noisy. But I like this Dornier jet. It's nice. It seemed quieter to me. That may just be perception, may just be my imagination. But I did enjoy flying on it. It's a very smooth aircraft. Seating is 1x2. Massive benefit. If you get one of the left-hand seats, you'll get nobody sat next to you, purely because there's no seat there. So try and get that if you can. The seat was comfortable despite the lack of legroom, but it's bearable for the 1 hour and 10 minute flight. The other key benefit with this route is because it's a BA franchise, you get the usual BA, in my case, gold benefits. So things like lounge access, selecting your seat when you check in, and of course, I only paid 2,200 Avios plus £42.50 in cash. And you might be sat there thinking, why did I use Avios for a European economy flight? Something that I always swear blind is very bad value for money. That said, the reason is the cash fare on this route is very, very expensive. It can be up to £700 or £800 return. And bear in mind, this is only a 1 hour and 10-minute flight. The person I was travelling with, Sam Smith, a fellow aviation enthusiast, and I were debating about where the demand comes from for this route, because it was a fairly full flight. I think there's only 1 or 2 seats free. It could be because of Lego in Billund, perhaps, but I'd be surprised about that. We wondered if it might be an oil route, but we weren't sure. So if anybody knows, then comment below, because we really weren't sure why you would fill, well, admittedly a small regional jet, but it was still full on the way up to Billund. So that's why I used the Avios, because the cash fare is very expensive, and bear in mind this is an economy flight, so if you fly it and pay £700-800, you're not going to get that many Avios, and you're certainly not going to get many tier points. So if you sort of chase status, this isn't the route to do that, I don't think. And the legroom wasn't great, but it was bearable for the 1 hour and 10-minute flight. So overall, really enjoyable flight. I would definitely do it again if I could find the Avios availability. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It's a bit different, and I'll see you on the next time round. Bye for now.